Hello. So the case I chose was Amazon versus the Federal Trade Commission. So chapter 11 of our book kind of talks about, e-commerce, digital law, consumer protection, online contracts, and the Federal Trade Commission enforcement. So with that being said, federal agencies are regulating e-commerce to protect consumers from deception and fraud. And the Federal Trade Commission forced Amazon to stop their deceptive subscription practices. So the allegations were that, Amazon was misleading the Prime subscriptions via, dark patterns. So it was basically tricking consumers into doing something. So they were tricking their consumers into enrolling in Prime, and they were making it extremely difficult for them to cancel those subscriptions. Um, this violated the Federal Trade Commission Act as well as the Restore Online Shoppers Confidence Act. This chapter, also discussed, online contracts and that they require, knowing consent. And that was lacking with the subscribers because they didn't realize that they were agreeing to a recurring subscription. Material terms also have to be disclosed, and Amazon violated that by making it significantly more difficult for the consumers to cancel the subscriptions than it was for them to enroll in it. This case actually settled yesterday. So the litigation went on for a little more than 2 years. It began June 21st of 2023. They settled for $2.5 billion as well as an injunctive relief. So $1 billion in civil penalties and then $1.5 billion in customer refunds. Uh, I think that this case was, pretty fair. The settlement was pretty fair. It's the largest Federal Trade Commission payout yet. And on top of those payouts, they also have to redesign their site, making it easier for consumers to decline or cancel the Prime subscription. I think that this also sends a message to other businesses that, may be operating in some of those gray areas. A few ways that I think that this could be seen as unfair is, some consumers, they paid way more than they're going to get back with this refund. So I was reading that they're going to get back like $51. And, some of these consumers were paying this subscription for years. So that's way more than they're going to get back. Amazon also, they're not admitting that they did anything wrong. They're just kind of throwing money at it and putting it to bed. I think some consumers also have to file claims to get the refunds instead of it coming back to them automatically. So that can also, be a pain. But, overall, I think that this was a great example of legal action in e-commerce. Thank you.